As I was saying, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, but this is a great period because, you know, here you are with two characters that everybody's going to remember forever. How difficult has it been for you to keep the secrecy, especially on cable? Because, you know, these are characters that are ahead of their audience.
I was lucky because, you know, the Avengers, when I was doing Avengers, even when you were on stage going to the bathroom, there would be a sign above the urinal that said, and it was never like a tough sign, it was always like a really quietly manipulative sign that just scared the shit out of everybody. So I think I got a lot of practice early on with Avengers. And it's fun to create the mystery, and it's fun not to give it away. I love with Avengers how they went around the world and they never premiered the movie, they never did any of that, which is sort of like what we're doing except for London. So I think, you know, in the like back when, you know, you'd watch Happy Days or something and Fonzie would be in the air jumping the shark and you had to wait a full week until you found out what happened. I missed that.
The anticipation.
So the anticipation. So it's fun for me to be able to be a part of creating a great anticipation and then people flock to the theaters, and I love seeing that. It's like old school.
And it's a very nuanced character, but I don't want to spoil it for the audience because I really think that the pleasure is to discover it. But for you, did you discover the first Deadpool, you know, with great fun? Was it something that you expected when you saw it?
It was. I mean, it's not something that anybody expected.
Yeah.
There was something so original and unique, and the tone that Ryan creates, and it's this great kind of marriage between actor and character that, you know, it's really fun to see him kind of go off. He intrinsically knows everything that Deadpool should do because that's what he would do. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just he has that instinct. For me, playing cable, it's a little different, and you got to study it and read the comics, and do we do this and do we do that? And he was very helpful with that. It didn't come as naturally to me as it comes to him, but we're getting our, you know, our groove on.
Yes, and you're getting along as he's been Instagramming, apparently.
Oh, has he?
He likes.
I don't like him. Apparently he does like me.
Like.
No. Tall, handsome, Blake Lively, the whole thing. I hate it.
The whole shebang.
I hate it.
Do you find the physical preparation daunting? Is it something you enjoy, you know, getting into character by, you know, beefing up?
It's a great, forget beefing up, but it's a great excuse to get healthy. You know, I don't have the greatest discipline when it comes to that. I like my chocolates, I like my sweets, I like my breads, I like, well, yeah, apparently Ryan doesn't, because he's like that 24/7. But I had a good time getting into this. It was like I had 11 weeks. It was kind of the last minute, you know, when they approached me about this. I spent 3 hours in the gym for 11 weeks. I did it cleanly. I did it disciplined. Had great discipline around it. And then you get to the set and you're like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? They could have done it all with CGI. So, I don't know.
Oh, well. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall on that set because I'm sure there's a lot of fun moments happening. Is there a lot of tongue-in-cheek things happening and improvisation? There's a lot
of holding back laughing from what especially Ryan comes up with. I improvised a little bit, Zazie improvised a little bit, TJ Miller was constantly improvising. I don't know if he said anything that was written. You know, there's a lot of, so for me, my character being as curmudgeon-y and kind of serious as he is, it was all about me not laughing as opposed to coming up with a better joke.
How do you feel about the world of comics? It's become such a big part of cinema these days. Was it part of your upbringing? Were you diving into reading comic books when you were very, very young?
Oh, you mean comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I read, you know, the typical kind of Thor and Hulk and all that kind of stuff, and maybe dabbled into Richie Rich a little bit, but that wasn't my world because I was always outside kind of getting in trouble and doing what I did. So this is a whole new discovery for me, but when you do a movie like this, you realize that the fan base is so fanatical. They're it means they're engaged, it means everything to them, it's their entire childhood realized. So there's a lot of pressure in that. I don't personally feel the pressure. But I love seeing the result when they see something go, no, the hair's wrong, and the eye this, and you didn't do the thing. And then they see the movie, and they totally embrace whatever we came up with. It's very, very, very satisfying. I have never experienced that on that level.
Yes.
You know, like a Thanos or a Cable and those types of things. You know, I did the movies that half the people saw, a quarter of the people, an eighth of the people, a 16th.
You have the eclectic career, and this is a testament to your talent. So that's good. No, I was going to ask you about, you know, going to Comic-Cons, basically, and what experience that was.
The first reveal of Thanos was at Comic-Con, which
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. Very new to me. D23 was something else. I didn't go to Comic-Con with this. I would have liked to. I think, that's why Ryan's so great, because he has these ideas like, let's not go to the big Comic-Con. Let's go to the Comic-Con with like 400 people and show up and let that be in the news, and then that, you know what I mean? He has everything he does is unorthodox. And I love that. That obviously shows up in the movies.
Well, who knows? Maybe there'll be a third one.
Maybe. But maybe, you know what? Maybe there'll be a third Deadpool, but then there's an X-Force, and I'm not even sure like what happens with X-Force and what happens with that. Anyway,
It's all
we'll
very
soon find out.